YouTube, what is going on? Crowder here, and I'm bringing you guys a crazy video. If I look like absolute garbage, because I just got done playing 9 hours of Apex Legends. But if you guys are CDL fans, Call of Duty fans, professional Call of Duty player fans, whatever it is, roster mania, the flank, and all that, been wild in the world of the CDL and the roster mania. And we're going to talk a little bit about all of it. Right now, we're going to start off with some rumored stuff, as well as we talk about the formal retirement on my stream. And you guys can see me answer some questions with the chat and a bunch of other things. It's worth the watch. I have a lot of respect for Formal. He's had an incredible career, probably one of the best FPS players of all time, and I have a lot of nice words to say about him. I kind of talk about his retirement and a bunch of different things. And also, Envoy has officially been dropped from OpTic. Another incredible player. Very surprising move, considering I thought Envoy is probably one of the most valuable players in Call of Duty. I had a lot of nice things to say about him too, honestly. If he was a 5v5, if there was 5v5, Envoy would be one of my #1 pickups for Atlanta FaZe. He's an incredible player. So we have a lot of crazy stuff going on, but this intro, I'm going to talk about the rumored stuff because I didn't really get to talk about it too much on stream. So, guys, Dallas OpTic. Now, this is a rumor. This isn't confirmed. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, some of the information could be a little bit different. But right now, all I know is that there is a rumor that Dallas and OpTic are merging or something of the sort, and that the supposed roster, I'm pretty sure, is like Dashy, Scump, Illy, and Shotzi, I'm pretty sure is that. And this is all rumors and speculation, but there's a bunch of crazy things going on, and I kind of want to hear what you guys think about it in the comments, what you think about their team, the rumors, potential rumors. Maybe this rumor is not actually true and you don't think it's going to happen, what you actually think is going to happen, but that rumor is nuts. And it's kind of weird because Empire is such a cool brand and OpTic is obviously OpTic, and they merge together. Do they become Dallas OpTic, like the rumor's saying? Do they become like OpTic Empire? I don't really know how like that all works, and I don't know if they're gonna take that name. I don't know if the roster is gonna be that exact roster. But regardless, if these rumors do come true, a lot of people have asked my opinions on like what I think. If that roster becomes a roster, I think it's gonna be an incredible roster. Obviously, I think they have a lot of talent, a lot of potential. Obviously, they have an insane team on paper with that team. So I'm curious to kind of see what you guys think. If you guys ask my opinion about it, if those rumors or whatever come true or whatever it is, I'm kind of curious to see what their name is and all that. But I do think this team would be very, very good. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you guys think the same or not. Maybe you guys don't think this is the right roster and you guys think this is actually not going to happen and there's something else that would be better. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, so that is the new rumor around the block. On top of that, Formal has retired, and I was talking a little bit about that on stream. Envoy got dropped. I really don't know where he's going to go. I think I predicted like a couple other places. I actually have no idea where he's going to go. And all the intel that I'm sharing with you guys, again, I have no idea what I'm talking about. And, I'm just kind of speculating with the chat. We're just talking about it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know you guys like hearing a lot of the talks and my opinions of the CDL stuff and all that. The videos have been doing pretty good. Drop a comment on what you guys think about all this stuff. I would love to hear it. I do respond to a lot of my comments on stream, so I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. Drop a like on this video. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is the off season. We got CDL content. We got Apex content, Warzone, everything that we can do. We're doing a double upload. I'm pretty sure after this video, we're uploading an Atlanta FaZe reaction video to the World Championship Tournament and the Express and all that. So a lot of stuff coming to you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys did, like, comment, subscribe. And as always, it's been your boy Crowder, and I'll see you guys next video. Later, guys. As many of the battles we had throughout the years, I appreciate the fuck out of you for always pushing me as a competitor. Like right here, this is what I mean. Always pushing me to, always pushing me to as a competitor. Truly don't believe I'd be the person I am today without the constant pressure to try and be as great as you. Good luck. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like you can even see Sam talk about this. Like, dude, I don't think people realize. Well, I think people do realize, but that's the reason why like watching someone as talented as Formal step down is insane. Because literally every single AR, including even me when I ran an AR, obviously I was never as great as Formal or Scump. As Formal, is that you have to be as good as Formal. That was like the bar that was like set high, as high as possible. Scump, I don't think Scump's retiring, guys. I don't think that. I think we would have known that already. I don't think Scump's retiring, bro. I think Scump is very, very hungry to win more championships and a bunch of other stuff on top of that. I don't think he's going anywhere, in my opinion. You were an AR in Call of Duty. You had to be as good as Formal. That was it. If you weren't as good as Formal, or like, like if that's what you were striving to be for such a long time, people like Octane, Slasher, Clayster, like anyone that ran an AR, I'm sure at one point had the pressure of trying to be as good as FormaL or trying to compete with FormaL or anything of the sort. And the craziest thing is he came in from like he came in from Halo, dude. You know, like he came in from Halo, switched to Call of Duty, immediately started doing really, really well, found himself on OpTic, and just absolutely started frying and, you know, dominating the jetpack era and so on and so forth. So FormaL is a special competitor that you don't really get to see very often, that's able to do it in 2 FPSs, win championships in multiple FPSs. He won a world championship. Like, dude, like, fucking incredible stuff. So, yeah, seeing him step down is crazy. And, you know, I talk a lot about retiring because I retired myself, and Scump said on stream today he's playing this year. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's pretty... I figured that was going to happen. I was never even close to someone like FormaL's level as a competitor. I won a world championship, and I did really, really good. I had a successful career, but I was never on the level of talent that, like, someone like FormaL, you know, possessed. And the reason why, like, you know, I talk about retirement in here all the time, and people always talk about why I retired and why other people retire. And I think my answer is most people retire because they just can't keep up. They can't keep up anymore. You have Shotsies, you have your Sims, you have your Beasts, you have all these monsters coming out of nowhere now playing in the Call of Duty world that can compete, and, like, you know, like, players start to get, like, you know, pushed out slowly. FormaL is not that example. Not even close to that example. Like, FormaL's not, like, FormaL can easily, because he said it in his tweet longer too, FormaL can easily keep playing and be, you know, in one of the top ARs for one of these teams and so on and so forth. I think, you know, he's just somewhere else where he doesn't really want to play right now. Like, I just think a lot of the times I say, like, why people retire, this is actually one of those cases that I know for a fact he didn't retire because he doesn't feel like he can compete or anything of the sort. FormaL's still incredible. He's got some of the most talent you'll ever see in Call of Duty, man. Like, he's a top 10 player ever. I think FormaL's probably a top 5 player, in my opinion, ever. Trying to think. He's definitely up there. But the fact that, yeah, what does he have? He has 23 major tournament wins. He's got an X Games gold medal. Got a Call of Duty World Championship. He's got 23 major tournament wins is an accomplishment in its fucking own, bro. That's insane, dude. He's insane, dude. So yeah, FormaL is one of those examples that he didn't retire because, you know, he couldn't keep up. He definitely wanted to step back for a little bit. I'm sure there's other stuff going on, and you know when you get older and you know just have a different outlook on things, sometimes it is what it is. Are you retired though? Yeah, I've been retired for 3 years, bro. My ass has been retired for a long time. FormaL's definitely probably like a top 5 player of all time. He's a multi-FPS championship player. Dude, he's just a legend that you'll never see. So watching him step down is crazy, but I you know, I definitely wish him the best. And I'm sure my prediction for what he'll do, like what I think he'll do, is he'll do content creation. His stream is really, really big. He's a great content creator. He's got insane talent. He'll play battle royales. He'll do whatever he wants. His stream will do incredible. And he'll probably be off, or he'll probably be better off doing content and just absolutely blowing up with his stream. So I think FormaL has got a really, really bright future no matter what. I think he's going to be an incredible content creator if he goes down that route. And yeah, so that's my opinion on FormaL. I've always been a big FormaL fan. He set the bar pretty high for every single player in Call of Duty that ran an AR to be as good as him for a long time. He's insane. So to watch him step down sucks for the Call of Duty scene for sure. But yeah, we definitely love FormaL here. You know, that's I mean, I could go on and on about FormaL. We can watch some of his greatest plays of all time, dude. He's, you know, I think we all understand he's the fucking GOAT, or one of the GOATs. So we don't have to, you know, continue on with that. But I can talk to you about some of the other moves that were made today. Bulletproof, thank you very much for the 15 months. I appreciate it. Did you play against him in IW? I played against him at Champs in IW. I literally came out of retirement probably a month left of IW, qualified for Champs, not with a very good team. Tried to, you know, make a last run at Champs just for some fun, just because I knew I was playing World War II. And so yeah. You're in some of those highlight videos? Probably, dude. FormaL shit on me a lot. So, but yeah, I played with him. I played against him in IW. I didn't even feel like I was playing the same game when I played against that guy. So yeah, he's insane, man. Yeah, dude. So Envoy is dropped, right? He's an unrestricted free agent. Is that true? Is Envoy an unrestricted free agent right now? All right, so yeah, Envoy is an unrestricted free agent. Now that is probably one of the craziest things that has been announced. And I also still think with some of the stuff brewing from what I've been, you know, like some of the stuff that I've heard, I don't even think that's the craziest thing that we're about to see. But the fact that he is an unrestricted free agent It's kind of crazy to me because of how good he was for OpTic. I feel like Envoy was like one of the really, really smart players. He's a rare player because he's so good at getting kills and being impactful and being really talented, but he's also really good at taking the routes and the right moves at the right time and making those plays that are like really, really, really necessary to win and be a good team. But a lot of the times, like that role that I'm talking about is usually done by players like me. And when I say players like me, not the best players talent-wise. They're obviously still good enough to be pros, but they're not the best player on the team talent-wise, where Envoy is incredibly talented, and Envoy could easily be a superstar, kill whore, sub that only plays for himself and, you know, uses his talent and to only help himself kind of thing and make himself really look really good. But he never does that. So, I don't know. I think it's insane to see someone like Envoy be an unrestricted free agent. I don't know where he's going to go, though. And I actually have, to be honest with you guys right now, I told you guys, I have some intel I can't share with you guys. But I also have no intel on where he's going. So I don't know what he's doing. And I have no idea where he's going to end up. I haven't heard much. I don't really talk to Envoy very much behind the scenes too much. So I don't know, dude. Like, seeing him as an unrestricted free agent, like, dude, if put it this way, if the game went back to 5v5 and this happened, I'm going right for Envoy. As the head coach of Atlanta FaZe, I'm going right for Envoy. Envoy's our fifth. I think that would be a pretty easy one to just go up, scoop up, and be like, yeah, he's our fifth. I'm very, very happy with having Envoy, and it's done. You know what I mean? That's how high, like, I think very highly of Envoy. Like, I think he's incredible. So, to see him be an unrestricted free agent, and I don't know, I think he's about to catch a bag at a very, very, very good team. Like, very good team. So, we'll see. Your LA Gorillas, your LA Thieves, your, like, there's a bunch of like those teams that I mean, you would assume have to go for him. I have no idea though. He'll be at Seattle. You think so? I mean, I guess if if Seattle gives him like key to the castle kind of thing and just says go for it. Like, I don't know. He could do Empire. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Like, it's one of those big teams, but regardless, I think Envoy ends up, he's going to Toronto. Isn't Toronto 4 or am I behind? Did Toronto drop someone? I don't know all the unrestricted free agents right now. Is there a free agent on Toronto? Am I tripping? But regardless, he's gonna find a really good team and he's gonna be incredible. So I think Envoy's in a really good spot. I think Envoy's in a very good spot to set himself up to get a lot of money and to also be on a pretty damn good team. So I think he'll land on his feet and be completely fine. But yeah, Envoy's in a good spot. So all I have to say is, like, I think Envoy is incredible, and the fact that he's an unrestricted free agent right now is nuts, because he would be like one of my top people to put on Atlanta FaZe, like, if it went 5v5. I think he's so good. So wild stuff for sure. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of different stuff in the chat right now that I don't know all if it's 100% true, but it will be crazy. Shotzi going anywhere, you think? No. I don't think Shotzi has a chance in hell to go anywhere. I think Shotzi is fucking incredible. He is an absolute talent, a God's given fucking gift of talent to Call of Duty and first-person shooting games. I don't think he's going anywhere. I just think that would be the silliest thing of all time. We'll see, but I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think Shotzi's leaving. I think he's very happy. I'm sure they'll give him a lot of money. I think he's completely fine. Is Vanguard 4v4 for sure? I mean, I don't have intel on that again. I don't know if that's like been announced, but they're not going back to 5v5. There's just no fucking way they go from 5v5 to 4v4 to 5v5. It's not happening. I refuse to believe that. No. I don't even want to entertain that. Why do you think Envoy was dropped? That's got to be a behind-the-scenes thing. I'm sure there's plenty of reasons why, like, things happened. I don't know really yet, but I don't know. You know, that's like a whole nother reason. But I think Envoy's really good. I think there's obviously more reasons to, like, why teams make roster changes that you don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot, so I'm sure there's some more to it that we'll probably find out here shortly. Not shortly, but, like, you know, soon enough, like when everything's announced. I'm sure that situation will be talked about either by him or some of the other people. Who knows? Do you think Dashy has the highest skill level on that OpTic team from last year? I mean, what do you mean by skill level? But I think Dashy is incredibly talented. Like, yeah, like, he's got some of the highest skill ceiling you'll ever see, like in Call of Duty right now. Like, he's definitely up there in the most talented players, like, in the scene, like, for sure. TJ is rumored to join Dashy at OpTic. You guys think so? I don't see that happening. But TJ's TJ's an unrestricted free agent. I don't know where TJ will go. I think once I think once this like whole OpTic thing and everything like kind of, you know, figures itself out, I think you'll start seeing the domino effects of other teams forming. I don't know where TJ is going to go. I think TJ will easily find a spot still. I think TJ will find a spot like this year for sure. I think this is a big year for TJ. I think this is a big year for TJ because I think this is a year where TJ has to solidify himself as like, you know, the fucking beast. Like obviously that whole 100 Thieves roster this entire year was all up and down, left and right, all over the place. You know what I mean? Like I think TJ didn't really get to play. So like, you know, I think this is like a big bounce back year for TJ. So I think we're just gonna have to wait and see to where he goes. But I think a lot of these moves that you guys are asking about kind of all start once once that first step is really taken. I think that's where everything, you know, kind of goes from there. Opinion on Cammy, top 3 last year. Cammy's incredible. Cammy was one of the most underrated players for a long time. And then like obviously towards the end, he started getting the credit he deserved. But Cammy's insane. He's well-rounded. He's talented. He's good. He has good communication. I think Cammy has got a very, very bright future ahead, in my opinion. Unless something goes crazily wrong for him, I think he is in a really good spot. Cammy is fucking amazing. I think very highly of him. Slasher, where do you think he'll go? I don't know. So I'm assuming, again, like a lot of these players, the reason why I'm talking about this, if I'm talking about it, is because I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what he would do. If I'm Slasher, I probably don't want to go back to 100 Thieves just because, like, I feel like, you know, they benched him and then things didn't work out. And, like, you know, like he didn't really seem happy after the champs lost about they were under practice because, like, the whole benching and everything. Like, I don't think he was super, super happy being, like, you know, with the whole situation, the way things worked out last year. So he could come back, obviously, depending on the team that Thieves gets. Like, maybe they get, you know, maybe they get someone like Envoy or something and then he comes back and, like, maybe they figure it out. But eliminating him staying on Thieves, if he's going to go anywhere, I'm assuming that Slasher goes to another team and says, like, listen, give me the goddamn keys to the castle and let's build a fucking team that I want to compete with. You know what I mean? I think Slasher's going to want to build a team that he trusts and also thinks is going to be really, really good. Like, knowing Slasher from, like, how much I know Slasher, like, you know, I've obviously coached him and all that stuff. Like, I think Slasher is really good when he has a team that he can fully trust and he believes in. And if he can make his own team with the people he fully trusts and believes in, he plays really good, although he's been playing pretty good on land no matter what. But, like, he plays really good, and then, like, you know, his team's usually pretty organized and stuff. So I think Slasher is just going to have to find... Slasher said he doesn't want to be built around. Interesting. So maybe I'm wrong, but, like, he just wants to join, even if it's not built around him, it's more or less like he wants to join a team that he trusts wholeheartedly. Like, he wants to be able to look to his left and to his right on stage and be like, I know you guys have the gunny, I know you guys have the smarts, I know you guys, you know, want it. Like, kind of, like, I think he wants to be on the same page as his teammates. And from what it seemed like last year, I don't think he really was, like, ever. Like, I feel like that 100 Thieves roster always had something going on where, like, there was always a change left and right. So I don't really know what current pros would be the best coaches. I don't know. Coaching is knowledge about the game, but also coaching is also, like, being a leader and being able to solve problems. Like, in the sense of, like, you know, if you know a lot about the game, you can watch what's going wrong and report what's going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be like, yeah, you know, like, this is going wrong for that team. You guys just need to do this, this, and that. But, like, I think the art of coaching comes from seeing what's going wrong, but then figuring out the solution of how to make it go right. Does that make any sense? Like, being able to, like, lead the problem into the solution. It's not that easy, and it's not always, like, super easy. Sometimes it takes a fucking full year. Sometimes it takes one day. But I think that's the biggest thing. So, like, coaching's weird. You'd have to, like, I'm telling you, it's weird because coaching is very, very easy. Like, to, you know, like see from the outside in, but, like, from the inside out, when you actually start coaching and get more serious about it, even, like, I'll attest to this. When I first started coaching 100 Thieves, I was pretty good at it. I think I did a good job on 100 Thieves, but I think now I know so much about how to coach a team compared to then. You know what I mean? Like, I think I am so much better of a coach now compared to then, and I figure I truly feel like if I can coach the team back then, you know what I'm saying? If I went back to Black Ops 4 with the knowledge I have now, I think that 100 Thieves team could have done a little bit better, although they did really good. Like, I think I could have provided more, in my opinion. So coaching is a weird one. but it's fun. And yes, by the way, I am a free agent as well, technically. Like, my contract is over early September, I think. I don't remember when I signed, but I haven't even paid attention to that yet. But this is the first contract I've ever seen fully through, I'm pretty sure, in Call of Duty, so I'm happy about that. It's fucking cool. But yeah, technically I'm a free agent as well. I was on a 2-year deal when I first signed to Atlanta. You think Crim retires? Hell no. I don't think Crim has a shot in retiring. I think Crim is one of the most fierce competitors of all time, bro. I don't think he's going anywhere for a while. I think you're going to have to fucking pull the controller out of Crim's hand and, like, tell him that, like, he has to retire before he retires, in my opinion, but we'll see. You think Clay, Scump, Dashy would be a good team? No, I don't think so. I don't think that team would work very well. I think it would be talented, but I think that would be a really weird team. To be honest, I don't think that would work very well. There are like 4 really good players, but I think that would be a weird mesh. And how much do you think online may have changed people's minds on like teams in retirement, like the stress of online? A little. I mean, it's definitely probably made it a lot more stressful on some people, but like a lot of that was if you choose to let that be as stressful as it was. Like a lot of the results are still pretty similar online to LAN. I've talked about this, but like obviously playing in front of a crowd and being on the stage and having that adrenaline is something that like is really hard to replicate. So like having that is like what a lot of players play for, especially if you've been around for a long time. So it's definitely hard to just like overcome that. So I definitely think it hurt, but a lot of that was like not really. It's just it is what it is. Like no one fucking knew that there was going to be a goddamn global pandemic, you know. And I still think at the end of the day to be able to have a contract and a job was still, you know, pretty fucking great. You know, like for at least speaking from my point of view, I was pretty grateful to have a job through a lot of that and like, you know, still be able to do what I can do and, you know, get paid and stuff and like do what I love. So I don't know. It sucks, but like you can't really do a lot about it. Obviously, it could have been a little bit better, but Cap trying to spill you the intel? No, Cap's trying to get me to play Apex, but we need a third. Leak? I can't leak, guys. If I leak it, listen, as much as obviously I would love to leak it and then post it on YouTube and get all the views, and you know, it's also super disrespectful, and I would never actually do that. I'm not disrespecting other people's business because at the same time, obviously, if you're in that, you know, being in the same spot, I would, you know, not doing that. That's super lame. Would you like to reply to rumors of you retiring, aka one person in the chat who's convinced it's happening? Who's convinced it's happening? Am I getting retired? Am I retiring? I've talked about this. I had a talk with Simp. After stage 4, after we won stage 4, about coaching next year. I had a talk with Simp about, you know, whether or not I'm coaching next year, you know, if he wants me to coach next year. And he basically, we talked about it, and like, I want to coach next year. Like, Simp wants me to coach, like the players want me to coach. Like, we get along really well. You know, I think we obviously were pretty successful, but you know, so I don't plan on retiring. Like I even said this, even if my stream, even if I had, well, how many viewers we got? 500. So like, even if I turned on this stream and I had 4,000 viewers, you know, right now, and every day, like, you know, my stream's blowing up like huge, like, you know, to a point where like it would be silly for me not to stream over coaching, like financially wise. It's more or less like I still wouldn't want to not be a part of the roster. Does that make any sense? Like, like, you know, it depends. Like, the only thing I ever see changing in the sense of coaching would be like me not being as hands-on every single day, because like the only thing that's ever been a stressful thing for me as a person has been for about 2 years now. I wake up, I stream. Well, now, no, I wake up, I do scrims, I do VOD sessions, I work out, and I stream every single day. And I've done that for 2 years. And like, obviously not complaining, because that's an absolute fucking blessing to be able to, you know, do what I love for a living and stuff. But at the same time, having a girlfriend, trying to keep like friends, you know, having like relationships with friends and like family and seeing your family and having time for yourself that has nothing to do with work just doesn't exist. So like, obviously not having a lot of time to myself has been stressful, obviously being just transparent with you guys. But at the same time, like, it's also a super blessing that I'm able to do what I can do. It started, I woke up at 2:30 in the morning and I streamed until 9. I worked out until 10. And then I ate food until 10, like, you know, I got ready. From 10 to about 4, I watched scrims. And then from 4 to 5, I watched, 4 to 5, I would work out. And then from like 5 to like 7, I would hang out with Emily, you know, try and be a normal person. And by that time, I felt like I was going to fucking face plant into the floor and I was just tired. And I did that for like 2 years. So like not having time to yourself is kind of a pain in the ass. So like one way or another, I would still want to be involved, just not as hands-on. But that's only if like that time ever comes. And personally, my stream is not nearly big enough yet to even talk about that. So we'll figure that out one day at a time here, guys.